Hey there, welcome back to the Modest Money channel. So let me ask you something. Are you someone who's looking to invest in precious metals? Maybe you've already dipped your toes into gold or silver, or perhaps you're just curious if this whole metal investment thing is worth your time. Well, today, I'm taking a look at Money Metals Exchange. Whether you're buying, selling, or even storing metals like gold or silver, this company seems to have a lot going for it. But is it really the best place to trust with your hard-earned money? Let's break it down. All right. Let's start with a little backstory on Money Metals Exchange because, honestly, I think it says a lot about the company. It was founded by Stefan Gleason in 2010. His mission was to create a platform where regular investors, like you and me, could buy metals without all the ridiculous markups you'd usually see in the industry. What makes Money Metals stand out is that they aren't just trying to sell you on overpriced rare coins. They're all about getting you the best price possible, closest to the melt price, which is kind of refreshing in this space. Here is something that lends them even more credibility. Just recently, Money Metals was named Investopedia's best overall precious metals dealer on the internet. That's no small title, right? It speaks volumes about how well they're doing and how they've earned the trust of so many people. I've checked out quite a few precious metals dealers, and this kind of recognition isn't something you just stumble upon. They're also big on education, helping beginners understand the market without being overwhelmed. Honestly, that's a win for anyone who's new to the whole precious metals game. Now, beyond just selling and buying metals like gold, silver, platinum, and even copper, Money Metals also offers secure storage and loans. Yeah, loans. You can actually borrow against the value of your metals. It's not something you see everywhere, and if you're holding on to a lot of gold or silver, that can be a great way to free up some cash without selling your assets. These loans are priced with competitive rates, and payments can be interest only. So if the lack of revenue on precious metals is a major deterrent for you, loans from Money Metals Exchange will allow you to invest that money in any way you see fit in order to generate income. It makes it a great way of diversifying even further. All right, let's get into the real meat of this. What are users saying about Money Metals Exchange? I checked out some reviews on the Better Business Bureau, where they've got a solid 4.31 out of 5 stars from 167 customer reviews, which is pretty good if you ask me. I want to dig into some specific reviews to help you get a better idea of what exactly users like about them. This user had a lot of praise for the diversity of services Money Metals offers. He mentioned that the transactions were silky smooth and that he appreciated the fair pricing, especially when considering shipping. I mean, that's huge because when you're dealing with something as valuable as gold or silver, you really want things to go off without a hitch. It's good to know that the company delivers on that front. This review really stood out to me because he's been buying from a bunch of different bullion dealers over the last year and says that Money Metals stands out for their fast shipping and high standard of care. He even pointed out that they've been quicker than any other dealer he's used. As someone who's had their fair share of frustrating shipping delays in the past, I totally get how important this is. When you're investing in physical assets, you want them in your hands or in secure storage as quickly as possible. From everything I can gather, most of the feedback on Money Metals Exchange is overwhelmingly positive. They've built up trust with their customers, and that's huge in an industry where you need to feel confident about where your money is going. All right, let's get into the features of Money Metals Exchange. One thing I really like about this platform is just how many different ways you can interact with precious metals. Whether you're a casual buyer or someone who's really looking to diversify a larger portfolio, they've got you covered. You can buy gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and even rhodium. And you're not limited to just coins or bars. You can get rounds, jewelry, even starter packs for those just getting their feet wet. But here's a little twist that makes Money Metals stand out. They don't just want you to buy and hold your metals, they offer secure storage services too. So, if you're not comfortable with keeping a stash of gold in your closet or buried in your yard, and let's be real, that's most of us, you can have it safely stored at their state-of-the-art depository. Everything's fully insured, and your investments are locked down with top-notch security. Plus, like I mentioned before, if you are storing your metals with them, you've got the option to borrow against them. You can take out a loan using your gold or silver as collateral. It's a smart way to leverage your assets without having to sell them off when you need cash. Another feature that I'm a big fan of is their monthly payment plan. If you're like me and don't always want to make a huge upfront investment, Money Metals has a pretty flexible solution. Their monthly payment program lets you slowly accumulate precious metals over time. You can start with as little as $100 a month, and once you've paid off your plan, the metals can either be shipped to you or kept in their secure storage. It's perfect if you want to regularly add to your precious metals portfolio without feeling the pinch of a big one-time purchase. You will also benefit from dollar cost averaging, which will help limit your risk to any price pullbacks and maximize your returns over time. Now, let's talk pricing, which is always a hot topic when it comes to precious metals. One thing to keep in mind is that prices are constantly changing. That's just how the precious metals market works. Gold, silver, and other metals fluctuate based on market conditions. Because of this, Money Metals Exchange's pricing is always in flux too. But here's the good news. They consistently offer some of the lowest markups in the industry. I've done some comparisons, and you'd be hard-pressed to find better deals anywhere else. So if you're hunting for value, this is definitely a platform you'll want to check out. To see their current pricing, you'll want to click the link in the description. You'll be able to check out today's rates and see what works for your budget. And remember, whether you're making a big one-time purchase or using their monthly payment plan, they've got options for every kind of investor. Now, to wrap things up, is Money Metals Exchange worth your time and money? In my opinion, yeah, it is. They've got a great reputation, solid customer service, and they make buying, selling, and even storing precious metals super easy. The fact that they were named Investopedia's best overall precious metals dealer isn't just a fluke. It is something they have earned over time, with competitive pricing and a beginner-friendly approach. And with services like secure storage and loans, they've gone beyond being just another place to buy gold or silver. Plus, their flexibility with payment plans makes it accessible for almost anyone. So, if you're ready to get started or just curious to learn more, I'd say head over to their site using the link in the description and see for yourself what Money Metals Exchange has to offer. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, happy investing. Catch you in the next video.